Hey there, coming live a little bit to color. I just need to rest. I've been doing a lot of stuff today. I'm probably not going to talk a lot because, as you can tell, my voice is kind of weird right now. Um, so I'm probably going to put music on and just color. I was looking for something different to color in today, another whip from somewhere, and I did find one. I have this book, The Time Garden, and I have another book that's by Daria Song, but I haven't colored in that one at all yet. And let me check to make sure I can hear because I got had some audio issues today with this computer. Okay, it seems like I got sound. Okay. Um yeah, I don't have any whips in that other book. So I decided to break out with this one. Um this page that I started and I abandoned. I was like, oh my gosh, this is a hot mess. I got this from Ollie's, was it last year for $3.99, and the original price is 15 something. Plus, I got a percentage off of this because um, I don't know, they were having some kind of customer appreciation day or something like that. So that was the day that I got 8 books, and yeah, I started with this. I think I was trying to use the pan pastels, and I tried to do something else because I didn't like how that turned out. And then I just gave up because I didn't know how to deal with the page at all. And just the last few minutes, went in with a Prismacolor and started doing the outside, the gold color here. Um, and So that's what I'm doing, and it's just kind of chill doing this. And I thought, well, you might as well just go live and do this and get some hours. Trying to move some markers and things. Let's see. Excuse me. Other thing is, oops. Hey, Jill. I was so sad I missed your walking live, but I watched it on the replay, and then I stopped in the middle because you were talking about somebody named TC who has a garden, who's been showing her garden. Is like, okay, I want to see who that person is because I want to subscribe to them and see their garden. So I'm gonna go back to your live and finish watching it when I can read the chat so I can see who that is and sub to them. Okay, not a problem. Enjoy your evening. Do what's good for you. That's the name of the game there. Do what's good for you. Um so um I'm gonna work on this in this live, and then I think I'm probably gonna work on this book. Um I think I know a little bit more about coloring, than I did when I initially got this book, and I have some things that I can add to it that I know that I can do. Um, First of all, sparkle gel markers. I think that's what I'm going to be doing. These little fleur de lises that are on here. Um, I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to try and do that without having a pencil roll off my desk. I don't know if you can see them. They're the little fleur de lises. Um, so yeah, so I'm gonna finish this page, and then that'll be a whip that I have done. Something else I also found. I found my Lost Ocean book, and I know I have a couple whips in here, so I may be working on the. Well, I have more than a couple. Wow, I got a lot of whips in here. They also have some mandalas in here, which I think I want to work on, perhaps. Um, this shark page, and it's a 2-pager, but I didn't do anything on this side of it. And I worked on this side of it, so I need to finish this side. Um, and then that fish page, which was also a 2-pager, and that was probably the first time I really. Oh, I got a lot of whips in here, more than I thought. There's this one, which kind of looks like it's almost done, so I don't have to do that much to finish it up. Um, Ooh, child, this looks like a lot of work, but we could do that. Um, where's the fish page? Yeah, see, it's got some mandalas in here. Some of them are really tiny, tiny coloring, but you know, I think gel pens are really good for that. I could do that. I can be brave. Um, where's it? Can I see it from the end? I know you're in here. Now the other page. Oh, here, there it is. There it is. There it is. This is when I was really like, oops! Look at that. It just came up, popped right out. Anyway, I finished the other half of this page, and I have that. I would show you now, but it's in the book, and I don't want some other things to fall down. But anyway, so I need to finish this side. And something that I was encountering when I was doing this is that the ink in that marker that they were running out. Um, they were a particular set of uh, one-sided acrylic markers that it was weird. It started running out of metallic or whatever as I was coloring. The colors started changing. So then I had to figure out how to make that work for me, and I wound up using another color because I had started off with this on the previous page, and then it ran out, so I couldn't do it out totally on this page. So I used a different metallic in that set to do this side, and then I kind of put it down, didn't go back to it. Um, but now I feel like sometimes when that happens, you really feel um, you get kind of disgusted, because what you were trying to do, you couldn't do it. Well, now looking at this, it's like, yeah, I can work with this. That's no problem. Whether I put stickles on some of this part or make these little in between white spaces work for me. In a way, I mean, it doesn't look that bad to me now, but I was disgusted then. So, but yeah, so I can finish this page. I love this page and the other one, and I love how the metallic background turned out. And this is one of my first times trying to do a background and trying to do a background with an acrylic marker. So yeah, it gave me courage to keep trying things with backgrounds. So this is a whip that I think I'm going to keep close to work on over the next few months. And this page just cracked right out. This is another one that I got from thrift books, and I don't remember if anything was colored in here or not. Might have been. I don't recall. It's been a while, so I don't remember. But so that's that. Um, did the mandala that I posted yesterday. I did that yesterday in between, other stuff. When I took a break, I was working on that. Um, and what I got, I actually, like I said, I wasn't getting any new coloring books, but I did. I don't know. I've kind of been in the mood to color a different illustrator's work, and so I'm not really into some of the more popular Rita Berman books. They just have never really appealed to me. They seem too busy, and I feel like I'd be too bound to trying to make them, I don't know, realistic or whatever, and I just don't want to do that. I feel like I do that too much, and I can't break out of it sometimes trying to make it realistic. And I just rather have something that's more unfamiliar to me to color. So I saw that she just came out with these in July. She has a bunch of hidden books. There's like three of them. I didn't find the other two that appealing, but I did find this one appealing. Um, and it was the lesser expensive one. It only cost me like $10. Now, why? Like, even I looked at this, I'm like, why is there all that black there? But I said, you know what? I can work with that. Don't worry about it. Um, the black spaces in there. Um, so yeah, so I got this, and I kind of like it, and feels paper feels similar, I think, to the Camila Derico books, I think. But and they are double-sided images, so I'll have to work with that. But I feel like I could play around with this. I could have some fun with it. Um, Not everything's tiny, or it's not coming across to me as tiny coloring. And I don't like tiny coloring. Like traditionally, I haven't liked tiny coloring, so um, yeah. So I like this, and I like that the pictures are kind of small, so can get them done quicker. Yeah, so I like the book. I don't really want to do a flip through because I want to color, but I'm sure somebody will have a flip through on it. That's pretty cool. I like that. Apologies for my lighting. I don't know what's going on with it, and I don't really have the energy to fight with it. I'm in fighting with other things this week, and I don't feel like fighting with anything else. That's cool too. So I feel like I do have some challenges here with some of the blank space, the white space, but that's okay. Ooh, and look, it's stitched. It might be stitched and glued. I like that. So no falling apart on me. Oh, how cute. That's a nice page too. Now I am going to try not to jump ahead because I really don't like jumping ahead in books. I really like going, in order. Only because I just want some kind of discipline for myself. If I can at all possibly help it. Because I feel like sometimes if oh, that's a cool page too. If I skip over, I don't even know why I have that. Why that, I don't know why the light's doing that. What is that coming from? I don't know. Oh, I need a whole like desk reconfiguration or something, but I don't have time for that. Anyway, I like this page. So yes, I have this book. Got it yesterday. And this is somebody different. This is a different style of illustration. And I felt like I needed that to kind of get out of I don't know. Sometimes you just need to see something different, you know? And that's how I was feeling. So, Hidden Oceans by Rita Berman. What'd she say? Yeah, nothing special, just pictures. Printed on high quality, bleed resistant paper. These pages are perfect for every medium, from colored pencils to gel pens. Didn't mention alcohol markers. Allowing your creativity to flow freely, perfect for relaxation and artistic expression. This book provides a peaceful escape into the ocean's hidden world. Color your way to a place of calm and wonder. Okay, so I got that. That's on my list of things. For coloring, kind of got an ocean thing going here a little bit, a little bit. So like I don't understand this. Does this thing go up or it just goes around? I wonder if that will change how. I don't know. Okay, anyway, let's color. Using my Derwent blender. I don't know why, just because it was closest to me. I'm still trying to learn the whole blender thing and what works where and how and why. Um, I get nervous every time I gotta sharpen this. I don't know. I'm just afraid like the tip's gonna fall out or something. It's a weird looking tip. It's got like that white. I don't understand what that is, but I'm scared. It scares me. Sorry, I'm weird. Oh, so a lot of days of fighting aggravation. That's been my past since last Friday. It's been a struggle. Since last Friday? Oh, if it was Friday. I don't know. One of them days it got difficult. Can't remember which one. And work starts next week. Never as ready as I want to be for that, which is kind of. I've been talking to the Lord about that one. Part of that is me being, I don't know, never feeling like I've done enough, even when I have. And I really kind of just, I don't know. I'm going through some things. Had a lot of appointments last week. Then Saturday, I was taking the rubber bands out of my mouth for, that I have to wear overnight with the orthodontics, and a bracket popped off, and that annoyed me. The bracket popped off, and like some kind of extra kind of rubber thread kind of thing that they had kind of looped somewhere. I don't know how they have it connected to all of my brackets. Came out because, that one bracket was also anchored with some of that stuff. So that was kind of sticking out or up or whatever. I don't know. So I had to figure out, okay, well, is this affecting anything or not? And it's this one tooth that they had to work to try, and I think they put something on it to get it to make sure it would stay forward, in the position, so the front stays at the front, because it kept wanting to turn in. And I don't know if it's because my teeth have been moving that bracket got weak, because it was having so much pressure on it that it didn't take much for it to give up the ghost. So I have to go to get that put back on, and I'm hoping that doesn't delay any of these things coming off, because I'm ready for them to be off. I'm ready to eat like I normally eat. It'll be 2 years in October, and I'm just uncomfortable in my skin, not being able to eat the way I want to eat. Then I had that drive last week. I was on Tenny's, Coloring with Tenny, talking about that. I think we both had the same kind of day. I had to drive the next city over, and there's tons of construction, like on a major area. Like, it is the center of the city, basically. And child, they were arguing over doing it and what they were going to do for about, I think, 5 years. And now they're finally doing it. Signs up there, like, where you have to drive, like, it has the curve like an S, like a snake, like this, for however many miles. It's like, really, this is what we're doing? And then you always get somebody who still wants to drive the non-construction speed limit, even though it says what the construction area speed limit is. It's like, dude, what if it was your husband or wife or girlfriend or boyfriend working out here? Really? People are stupid. Sorry, I'm going to be really real today because I'm aggravated. No holding back. But yeah, so that took a lot out of me. So much so I didn't stop at the art store. Well, personally, and there really wasn't anything I wanted there. I was just going to look and maybe ask about paper and look at what kind of paper they had, but I don't really need anything. So I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot except color and coloring books. That's it for the next few months. Maybe not until next summer. So what are we looking for? I still have those two canvas boards that I still have was prepping to do some acrylic on that I still haven't done that with. So, but the Asian market, I really wanted to go there. I wanted my rice cooking wine and rice wine vinegar. I had to get a tin or whatever of good sesame seed oil because I got some like through Amazon and I don't know, that looks like bougie sesame seed oil. I want the real thing. And I wanted to see if they had my matcha Kit Kats. So if my husband has to go up that way and it happens to be on my day off, I might go with him just so we can stop at the store there. And he can drive because he doesn't mind driving. All that craziness. There's this guy who drive back roads looking for deer and critters. And there's a lot of deer. We have deer in our yard. They're so pretty. A mama and two, I don't know. Well, they're young because they got the dots on the side, the white dots. Um, I don't know if that makes them male or female. I don't know. I have to ask my husband about that. I always thought they were female when they had that, but he said it's because they're young. He referred to them as being young, and that's why they had the dots. So I don't know. I just hope they don't cross the road. I don't want them trying to cross the road. They got enough woods to run in behind us. Stay over here. We don't have any dogs anymore to be like, being after your butt, which is why they're hanging around. We don't have any dogs over here right now. It's like, have your fun back here before we get another one. So remember, our cats can be kind of wild too. So even though you can step on them, they don't care. They figure they can jump. So have fun in our backyard while you can. Yeah, I don't know what's going on the edge there, but like I said, I'm gonna make everything on here work for me. I'm not going. Uh, so we go to the orthodontist next Wednesday. They weren't in a hurry, so it's like, well, I'm not pushing it because I don't really feel like going anywhere. And I kind of hope that, like, when I go, they'll say, you know what? We don't even need to put this back on. We can take all of these off. Let's schedule you for that. That's what I'm hoping they'll say. Because I'm just ready for it to be over. I don't mind wearing the braces, but I mind that I can't eat how I want to eat with the braces. Which is like, fresh vegetables is the biggest part. Fresh, crunchy vegetables and nuts. Nuts, 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 nuts. Okay. So that was more talking than I thought I was going to do. It's a lot cooler here now the past couple days, which is nice. I did just have to turn my ear on because it got over Got over 73 degrees in here, and it's like, oh, I'm starting to feel it a little bit, so I turned on my air conditioner. I have set to 73 degrees. That's my limit. Oh, there it goes. It's coming on. Let's see. How much I want to do though. Looks better to me now that I added this gold. It looked really awful without that colored in at all. And I didn't have it colored in because I pretty much had thrown up my hands with this page. It's like, I don't know what to do with this thing. But sometimes you just need distance between the page, to stay away from it for a while so you can see it differently. You get that myopia. And now I'm just getting into the head, just like coloring it. I'm not even thinking about, like, I added this red that came out. I didn't plan on that. I don't know. It just happened while I was talking. I looked, I picked it up, and I don't know. Sometimes that's what I need to be kind of, have my brain kind of be in subconscious mode. And that'll help me push over the edge. Oh, what do I want? Do I want it to be red? Another color. These panels. I need a brown. Brown. I don't know why I'm having a hard time finding my brown pencils. But if I'm on gold, it's warm gray. I don't know how that's going to turn out. Let's see. This has become my little sharpening setup. What did I do with my... What is that? I got that color sharpener, which is good. I don't know where I just put it. Let's see how this does, or if it's going to turn some weird color. I really want brown, but I don't know if that's what I want. I don't know if I like that. I want brown. What color is that? And I swear I have a gazillion black grape pencils. I don't know where they be coming from. Every time I pull one up, it's black grape, black grape. See? Black grape. They look brown to me. And I try and keep them away from my brown, but they wound up, and then dark purple. They all look brown. It's on my nerves. Black raspberry. That looks brown too. The barrel. I don't know. They got to do something about that. It keeps messing me up. I try to keep them separate, but sometimes I forget. Okay, here's sepia. I don't know if that's what I want either. We'll try it. Oh, guys. That's a little blurry. Maybe I do need the grape or the raisin to get a little bit of red in it. Oh. So if anybody would like to come up and color, let me know, and I'll drop the link. Color or craft. Because I'm kind of feeling like I've done enough work for today. I can't anymore. My brain is like too full. I had 2 meetings today and actually dropped early out of one of them because it's just like I can't anymore. I just can't. It was one of those. It just didn't seem like it was relevant to me at the moment, and I knew half the stuff anyway. And it's like, oh brother, I need my peace of mind more than I need this. I don't know if that added anything, but I don't know what this doesn't really get. Ooh, that's smushed. Oh, you know, this is the goldenrod, isn't it? Oh, yellow one. Yeah, I don't know that that does that much, but whatever. Sometimes you look at things too long and it's like you're making too big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. Mm-mm. I'm swamped with a lot of stuff lately. It's like crunch time getting ready and can't really think about much else. Emails coming left and right, sideways, vertical. So a lot of the times that I haven't been working. I've been reading my Bible, talking to the Lord, and doing other personal study and cleaning. And cleaning. Ooh, that's sharp, sharp. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this, but I feel like I shouldn't mess with it too much. Because, you know, sometimes you mess with something too much and then it gets all muddy and caca. Someday I'm going to break out with the alcohol markers again. I noticed I had 2 bold and easy books when I was looking for through and found this one. And I was like, oh, Someday I'll get to color in those again. Happens with I don't know if this should be red or not. Kind of like what this did a little bit. Kind of helps it look a little more weathered. Mm, do you want that? No, I don't want that. Maybe I should try a grape. Black grape. See what this one is, or is this a black raspberry? Looks brown to me. Okay, that might be a little too much. I don't know. I noticed when I uploaded my mandala. Aw, that would be nice. Well, maybe another time. Just come up and chill. Chill and chat if you want to. Don't have to if you don't want to. I've been listening to a lot of what they call world music lately. Um, some of which have been posted to my wall. They had one group, man. They had a concert like at this radio station. I listened to the whole thing, beginning to end. A lot of times with those, like I just kind of cut it off, go do something else, and not go back or whatever. No, this group, I had to listen to the whole thing. They were phenomenal. What's her name again? Something bad blue or something like that. Um, and the woman is like the lead singer, lead guitarist, and they're from Morocco. Oh my gosh! And they're not really playing. They're playing instruments that are um, they sound like a bass and an electric guitar, but it's something else. But it sure sounds like that bass is bassing. Right now, one of their songs is going right through my head. It's going playing in my head. That's like, I mean, that's how memorable. Like, so I'm gonna have to go and listen to it when I get off of here because I need to hear it. And I'm particularly intrigued because it is a female who's leading it too, leading the group. Okay, see, I like the black grape on here. It's giving what it needs to give. There's always this feeling at the end of summer that like I didn't do everything I wanted to do, you know. I didn't get everything accomplished I wanted to. But I always want to accomplish like way too much. It's not even reasonable. But I don't know how to be reasonable. And I'm talking to the Lord about that. Teach me how to be reasonable. So I've kind of been kind of miserable. And just talking to him about helping me to not be miserable and to see it all that with his eyes instead of my own because I get all, not even know how to describe it. It's like, why can't I just be satisfied with what I accomplished? There's always going to be something to do. Always. I think that's part of being raised by a perfectionist. Kind of makes you feel like you can't really do things right. You know, you always expect more from it than is humanly possible. Okay, Jill, that makes sense. Yeah, this black grape, I think it's doing for me what I need. I think this evening I might make a smoothie for dinner. Man, I made one the other day. It was so good. I wound up buying uh from Piping Rock. I've been buying from them for like probably at least a decade. I buy my Jamaican black castor oil from them. I buy all kinds. I buy canisters of essential oils because I make my own kind of bug repellents and sprays for like um, kind of like Febreze or whatever. I make my own with essential oil and that overproof alcohol and water. So I buy canisters of essential oils and vitamins and they had a I had oh that reminds me I need to take cinnamon today. I forgot. I forgot. I bought a bunch of cinnamon from them in capsules. And sometimes I take them and I break them up into my smoothie, and sometimes I just take the capsule. Um, but they also had like powder stuff, that you put in your smoothies or make a smoothie out of or a drink out of. And one is called Reds, and it's like all red, like vegetables and things, and the other one is greens. Genius, right? Yeah, not. Um, um, so I bought some of that too when I bought my cinnamon, and I accidentally bought two things of the Reds, but it's a good accident because that stuff tastes good. And it's by this company called Lindbergh. They have a lot. I don't know why Piping Rock has a lot of stuff that's by this company called Lindbergh Laboratories. I don't know if they're connected or what. So and I just noticed what you wrote, Joel, and I gotta write that down. CC Texas. I saw that before, and I was like, "What is it?" And it's like, "Oh, okay, that's the name of the channel. The person who has that channel." Okay, I'll look that up because I need to. I want to see her garden. Um, yeah. So it's kind of like, so you get like all your vegetable, or the whether it's the red vegetables, beets, and whatever else, or the green vegetables, broccoli, blah 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 blah. Um, in like a scoop, they have it powdered, which like is like kind of like my option now, since I can't seem to. I gotta cook the stuff to death, or blend it down for me to puree it for me to eat it. So to keep my bracket safe. So I says, well, let me try this. It's like, still, it's like every time you do something with a smoothie, it's more sugar, which is getting on my last nerve, which is another reason why I want to get my braces off. But I mean, it's kind of like, what are my choices? So I made a smoothie with that and chia seeds and what was it? The Synthesix ice cream flavor, vanilla ice cream, protein, a little bit of a scoop of what do you call it? What's this stuff called? Collagen. Did I have a banana in that one? I think I did. I had a whole banana. And then a scoop of that red stuff. Oh my gosh, it was so good. It was so good. It tasted just like a milkshake. And it really, really filled me up. Like, I wasn't hungry. And I had the best poop of my life in a long time. I was like, okay, this stuff is a keeper. It's a keeper. Does what the vegetables are supposed to do. So I kind of want one tonight, like a half of one. Maybe save the other half for breakfast tomorrow. Because it really was filling, really filling. Probably should have soaked some chia seeds before I got on here. I thought about it to make it a little easier on the blender. Okay, let me decide something for this. Can I get this a pale? I don't even know what pencils I used on this originally either. That's kind of a problem. So I'm going to try and match it up. Where's it red? Where did that go? I've been reading that book, a book by this guy Wilmore. It's kind of like a, I don't know what you'd call him. Not really a theologian, but he studied theology and some other things or whatever. Um, and it's a book called "Boys Will Be Boys and Other Myths: Understanding Biblical um, Manhood" or whatever. And it's really good. I mean, it goes to those. It's going to those scriptures that like you read it and you're like, huh? I thought they said this book was for children. The children could read it. Like, or you assume children can read the Bible? Yeah, you'll find some of He even has a. There's a word for it, I guess. Some of those passages in the Bible that are just like horrific and show basically are like SA and things like that, and definitely brutalizing women and things like that. He goes there and he talks about how does that inform modern Western masculinity, because somehow actually it has, and yet nobody talks about those scriptures, those areas of scripture, which basically not are not really like go and do likewise. That's not what it's about. But in some ways, with because it gets kind of mystified, like David. Oh, he was a great king and this and that and the other. Yeah, well, he did some. I was gonna say it, some fuck shit. I'm just gonna say it. I don't care because hey, it is what it is. The Bible shows worse than I'm saying, so. And actually, I don't know. In some ways, I think God would agree. Yeah, he probably would say the same thing. That's really fucked up. So, pardon my language. If you can't handle it, then you're gonna have to go to another channel because I'm gonna be real with it because it's really messed up. But this book goes there and talks about these things, and I haven't been able to read it for the past 3 days because of stuff with work, and so I need to make some time to do that tonight or tomorrow because I want to finish it because it's really good. I'm glad somebody finally went there. You know, people spend so long like hiding. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what color I should be doing this. She says, and then she starts coloring. Because worst case scenario, I can go over this with a metallic pen. I think I need to get up and walk around. How long have I been sitting here? Almost an hour. Oh, I need to stand up for a minute. Because I was sitting here before I started the live. Can I color standing up? Oh, I just realized this is on the floor. What is this doing on the floor? Oh, brother. What else is in there? Okay. Let's see, but that coming from that, it looks like it should be gold, but I just feel like that's too much. Too much gold. So now, since that bracket came off my tooth, I'm going to bed at night and wondering, like, putting this rubber bands on is like, am I gonna wake up and everything's gonna be off my teeth? But when I called, they weren't worried. So if they're not worried, I won't worry. You know, this is actually the week that they have this big customer appreciation thing because it's kind of like most of their patients are kids, right? And so, you know, to make kids feel better about having these things on their teeth, they throw a party for them once a year, and they have all kinds of fun things in their lobby too. They have slushies in their lobby, which I never had, but my husband has. Chrissy is just a big kid, but yeah, they have an appreciation party, and so like parents and their kids, and I mean I could go too. They sent me the thing, but like no, I'm not going to that. And that's this week, so I knew that they were preparing for that, and it's like, oh brother, why did it have to happen to me this week? Because they probably don't have enough time to deal with it, and yeah, I think that's why they made my appointment for next week as well. But that's okay. I really didn't feel like going anywhere else this week because last Friday was enough for me. Although I don't have to drive that far to the orthodontist still. I just want to stay my butt home. I kind of like that pink. I'm going to bed. Should have done this one that way too. I don't know if that'll go over it. You can make it quasi pink. So it's pretty neat that I got this book and the other one by Daria Song for less than $3.99 last year. That was pretty cool. It wasn't anything that was on my list that I wanted to color, but I got it now. Carrie! How are you, Carrie? Oops, what did I just do? I gotta go on my other profile. You should have, well, you probably, you should look for coloring with Tenny, um, Carrie. She's an island girl, and I don't know, you might even know her or know some of her family. Where am I trying to go? I'm trying to figure out where I'm trying to go on Twitch. Hold up a second. Where am I? As I lose my train of thought. Oh, brother. Um, let me get her channel. I mean, I don't think she'll mind me saying her because she said it in her live, but her her dad did movie stuff or worked with like the local movie theater and things like that. And she told a couple stories about that. Let me get her. Is it gonna come up like that? There we go. Oh, I'm trying to copy and paste it. She's a sweetheart. And I hadn't been up on a live in a long time, on somebody else's live, and I just was in the mood because I'd had such a crazy, day and a half, and so it was nice to be up there chatting with her. Hey, Ivy Pearl, I've been missing you too. Like I pop in for a little while when I can, but and I always try and share it when I see it, but things have been like so like making my head spin lately. It's nice to see you. So that's your channel, Carrie. And I'm looking forward to seeing you on Saturday and Family Feud. The test on this past Saturday was so much fun. That actually made my weekend better. That watching um, Jill, everybody do the test. That was fun. That really did make my weekend a whole lot better. I have to say. You know what? I'm coloring this pink too. It might be weird, but I'm doing it anyway. All else fails, acrylic marker. Oh, and I'm getting another set of acrylic markers as if I needed them. They're all metallic. Set of 30, all metallic. And they look like they're kind of slim, like the Arctics acrylic markers. So, and they're all metallic. 30 metallic markers. 30 metallic. So yeah, that's something. I don't have that many of that like that. So, I'm always going to make an excuse for an acrylic marker. But yeah, it does seem like it's going to fill a spot that, you know, that I don't have. So, I don't know why I'm grooving on this pink, but I am. What color is this? Pink, what? Pink rose? Is that what it says? I can't read that sometimes. That metallic. Okay, I need to dump this. Hold on. Dump and dump. Okay, orange. I don't think I said anything about my attempt at making a creamy gel. It kind of was a fail. I kind of know a way where I probably could kind of save it, but I don't really feel like it. But I think I need like an emulsifier or something, and I may have something, but I don't feel like doing that. It's too much work. And do I sound aggravated? Yeah, I am. I can still use it, but yeah, without the emulsifier to make everything really come together, it's kind of like I can't use it unless I'm around the house and I can wait for the cream part to totally melt, which it actually does, and totally like it goes from white to like all of a sudden I'll look down and after a while and it's not there, but it takes too long for me to wear that like to go out. But I was wondering if I freeze it, if I were to whip it again and immediately freeze it, I wonder if that would change the chemical properties or the properties of the, little cells or whatever so that it would stay together. But I don't feel like doing that again. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. And I also happen to have found a comb and brush that I can actually use. That's another thing that happened like just last week. And I am kind of shooketh. Although I'm gonna do my like 2 month, 3 month check to see like okay how are my hair strands. But I'll post the link for that too. But I'm really impressed with it. I already had a comb that I was using that was my go to and my standby, and it's one of those combs that has like the tines like actually like they go like this, so you're like, how can that detangle my hair? But it really does. Um, I don't know. I don't. She doesn't show her face though, does she? I don't think. I didn't think so. I don't know. I've never seen her face. Um, but one thing that bugs me about this company is okay. The company is called Cosmology, but they spell it like you don't even recognize it like that. Like it's almost like they're doing quick fill. Something that used to annoy my cousin so much. She used to have me cracking up laughing. My cousin on my Jamaican side, she would, she'd always tease me. She goes, "You Black Americans don't know how to spell." She'd have me cracking up laughing. She was joking, but she was kind of serious too. Um, I was like, "I didn't do it. I know how to spell. Don't get on me." Okay, let me look this up so I can show you. But that comb, yeah. The sad part is this. Like now, I know how to spell it that way for them. That's a hot mess. But that brush is amazing. Oh, that's the other thing I was going to look for. That the one thing about it is that the it has so much slip. Like if you're dealing with product and in or out of the shower, particularly in the shower, I need something to help me grip it better because like I dropped it and it's like I don't know if it can break or anything, but like if it could be, I will do it. And so I need a either I'm gonna like put tape or something on the handle or something so that I have a better grip. But that thing is fantastic. And I use both the brush and the comb because I bought the set. I figured, well, if I'm gonna do it, let me just do it, and then if it doesn't work, I can always donate the whole thing to somebody. Um, I bought the set because it has like the little short lift comb, it has the paddle brush, and then it has the comb, the regular comb, for $55. And so I just got it because it wasn't any better. It might have been cheaper to buy it like that than it was to buy them individually, or for me just to buy the regular comb and the brush. So I got all three. Oh, okay. Ooh, look at you. So, um, yeah. But so far, and I don't really use a comb or brush that much. Like, I don't know, 4 times a month is a lot, actually. But most of the time, I don't use a brush at all. Basically, I use a brush only if I have what do you call it, blown my hair out. Sometimes I will use a brush, but not always. Um, and when I blow my hair out, it's only just to trim it, and I don't do that. But I don't know, 3 to 4 times a year. But this brush can actually like detangles and yeah, it's amazing. So Verdict is still out because my relationship with brushes is not good overall. Not with my hair being natural, but this is extremely promising, that brush. So I just wanted to let y'all know because I was a little bit shook when I used it the first time. I was like, what? I have kind of fine hair strands. You know, I got coily hair, kinky coily hair, but my strands are fine. So like, I'll get like mid strand breaks and what do you call them? Like split ends, mid strand splits, like in a hot second. So I usually just use my fingers and comb and a comb at the ends of my hair to make sure the loose strands get out. As I brush my hair, I won't have any left in my head. Not any that's not damaged. And the gray hairs are particularly, I don't know what the heck they're on. They're on some special sauce. They don't like anything. They just they want to do what they want to do. So I'm coloring in a whip, working on a whip, and choo, choo, choo. The Time Garden by Daria Song. Got it for less than $3.99 at Ollie's last year, I think it was. Um, Started this probably around that time, and then I was also trying to work, I think, with pan pastels. Didn't know, still don't know how to work with those, but I definitely didn't then. And just kind of gave up. I'm like, I don't know what to do with this, so I'm coming back to it to finish it. And who knows? Maybe we'll work on the rest of the book while we're at it. Because I've been feeling like I wanted to. I don't know. I was tired of working on the same illustrators. I don't want to start a new Kirby book or switch to any other Kirby book other than the two that I mostly have been working on. Any pages out of those. Um, the Color Morphia, the pages I decided I do want to finish out of there. And then Kaleidomorphia, which like I kind of want to do as much as I can in that book. Um, I know that I want to work in the Jasmine Beckett Griffith books, especially as it gets closer to October, because she does seem to be kind of spooky like. But the quality of those books is so great, that so good that I don't want to go there until I'm really like ready to like apply myself. Um, and I'm not in that headspace right now. I don't have that ability right now. Um, at the moment, like to have those kind of things out on my desk and to figure out how I'm going to tackle those pages. I need to like start getting ready for it. And I've been doing a lot of Johanna Basford books, which like I'm not going to stop, but I felt like I was working in it a lot, and so I need a break from that. Um, and plus, I was doing a lot in the Johanna Basford books with the ChromaFlows, the Derwent ChromaFlow pencils, and I've been working with those so much that I wanted to work with a different pencil. And so for me to do that, I wanted to then, we'll work on a different book and then you'll use a different pencil. And I was really wanting to use my Prismacolors because I've been sitting here and it's like I've been staring at them and I was like, oh no, not on this. No, no, not on that. So finally, I used them on the mandala I did this week, and now I'm using them on this. Okay, so what are we doing with the pink or yellow? To make them pink? That's kind of weird, huh? I don't know. If I don't like it, I'll change it. It's probably kind of easy to change pink to, I don't know, add yellow, it becomes some kind of orange, I guess. I don't know. My throat is getting kind of dry. Air is kind of dry. I guess, I don't know. Nova Scotia's having more wildfires. I feel so bad for them because that's where people want to go in the summer. And, I'm sure they make a lot of their money off of tourism, but you can't have tourism if you got wildfires. And so we're getting stuff from I don't know if it's blowing downward or if we're just getting it from the west, but the whole bad air quality thing. It's been a thing again this summer. Okay, what else? What else? What else? What else? Do I want to go into the block with the pink? I guess I do. I needed to relax today, and this is relaxing. Let's see what time is it? 1:18. I have to go on a little bit. Just kind of stand back from the handbook. What's that tiny thing? Oh my. What kind of bird is it? Am I ready to do... Oh. So I tried to make the outside make that look like a wooden frame. And I kind of don't want to take that away from it. But see, I do this and it kind of takes away from that look. Ooh, kind of weird against the... Me and this white Prismacolor. I can't let it go. Let's see, me and the Pan Pastels fighting on the edge. So I had nachos for my biggest meal today. I had some I cooked some ground beef the other day and seasoned it, with cumin and what do you call it stuff? The red chili powder and stuff like that. Said that like the avocado and onions and salsa on top of tortilla chips with a lot of lettuce. I put a whole lot of lettuce on there. I shredded it up really fine so it wouldn't be too much trouble. Okay, I don't mind that. I know I'm feeling addicted to this black raspberry now. And I probably should sharpen it. That would be the right thing to do. But guess what? Because I think I'm going to go over the outside with a metallic. So I don't really need perfection. Shoot, I'm just going to go over the whole thing. And then add the metallic marker after. And some of this will peek through. Okay. What else? Where's that part of this? Oh, I like it better than I did. Kind of want to put one. Oops. I've been using this marker like that's how much is left in it. But we're gonna do it. I want to see how this looks. And how am I gonna put it on there? This is what was like really stressing me out. It was like these little fleur-de-lises. I was like, how am I gonna color those tiny things? Well, I think we're just gonna dot. Because it's too tiny. Unless I use a toothpick like that Erie, whatever her name is, illustrator, romantic country book. Which I looked at that today too, because I have that. And thought, do I want to color in that? I was like, no. I haven't colored anything in there and no whips in it. And yeah, so it's like, nope, not that one. This page is another example of me basically, having to wait until I had the skill level to kind of deal with it more. Because the way I did that background, I don't think I'd do it this way if I were starting this page now. But in a way, that's kind of good because I might have played it too safe. So I kind of made an opportunity for myself. So I said, like, Things are not necessarily a mistake. They look like they are when you first do them, but you can make them work for you. And then it winds up being a happy accident. Like happy little trees. Bob Ross. Happy little trees. So they don't look precisely like fleur de lis, but that's the best I can do with something so tiny. I don't have anything that has a tip small enough to kind of mess that one up. I'll get better at them as I go along. Who knows? Oh, I was also last week. I was looking for an app, a productivity app, and I looked at a whole bunch of them, and verdict's still out on that. I kind of wanted one that kind of had a timer, but I don't feel like I'm ready for that yet. But at least I have a list of a few, possibly. Um, but the one that I felt most, I don't know, that I kind of liked the most and felt most tied to doesn't have a timer, but it does have a calendar, and it's kind of like what's the thing? It's kind of like the app and website Todoist, except it's like more for like I don't know. It has a similar interface, but like you can use it more for like personal things or like set up different categories like work, personal, housework, this, that, the other, and put things underneath each, which I guess you could do with that with Todoist too, but it just doesn't. I don't know. I don't want to use it for that. I use Todoist specifically for work, but this one I can put everything in. So, and I'm trying to do it to keep track of my reading. Um, so we'll see. I'm still trying to figure out how to schedule everything, and you can look at I don't know why. I don't know. It's weird. Trying to figure out how it works between the PC and your phone. I have it on both, and I find that I can check things off the list on my phone, but I don't know. It seems like it doesn't let me do that on the PC. But I like putting my tasks, entering my tasks and categories and things on the PC better than on the phone. It's like easier, because just use the keyboard as opposed to I don't text, my fingers on the phone. No, I can't. It is small. I need more room to work. And oh, I forgot to say what the app is. The app is called that I've been using for just a few days. It's called Remember the Milk. It's exactly what it's called. Um, so we'll see how that works. I actually have to put this live in on there to say that like I did that. Because I think you're supposed to be able to get a report or create reports so you can see how much time you spent doing certain things. So, and that's something that I wanted it for, is to see that how much time I spend on certain things in the day. I don't know, I might be able to go and touch these up later. I don't know. For now, I just kind of want to I don't know. It's a lot of them. That's all I know. Oh, you spell color like the British do. Yeah, but their cosmology, yeah, that's like I don't know, that's like hooked on phonics or something. The way they got that spelled, it's not like I looked at that and I was like, "What's the name of this company?" And then I think on their website, the main page or something, they say like how to pronounce it. I was like, "Oh brother," but that's okay. I like to comb and brush, so I'm not gonna talk about them. But it's so man, that thing, it's amazing. It really is. But I didn't realize how much my hair doesn't like brushes until I went natural. I was like, oh, that's what's been going on. It's like, I don't want that. I don't want that. All these little things. Let's see, it's running out of ink or paint or whatever the heck it is. That's kind of good though with this because then I won't get globs of paint on the page. Oh, excuse me. I think we're gonna forego the smoothie because it's got to be after 6. So I won't be doing that. I'm trying not to eat after 6 like I used to. No eating after 6 p.m. Water only. Oh, the coffee. I'll probably drink coffee because I can't seem. I just drink coffee. uh, yeah, this thing is running out. Enough came out on that one. Bubbles! I was just thinking about you. I said, I wonder if Bubbles is watching. I hope you're having a good night. Hope you're doing well. I hope the people there aren't wilding out if you're here at work. Hope they're behaving. I watched a video that Yamin had posted about this girl who was child. She was like having a whole like I don't even know what to call it because her manager was sending her home because she didn't have her hat, because she's working in fast food. And she just went on for like a long time. And somebody was recording it. I'm thinking, really? Does she think anybody? That's not going to help her get a job anywhere else for a long time. I mean, if I knew her name, wherever I was working, I'd be like, even years from now, I'd be like, I don't know if I want to hire her. I feel like people don't think about the long term um, consequences of how they act in public or on camera if they're recording themselves at home or something. It's like, really? Working during working during the chaos. I hear you. I am pretending I know how to shape these things. I just want people to do better. It's like, control yourself. She was just having a whole meltdown and saying to her one of her managers, "Well, where's your hat? You don't have your hat." And it's like, okay, so you might have a point, but you don't know what's in the book and what the manager's required to do, and maybe I don't know. She's a manager. So turn her in if you want to, but guess what? You don't have yours. Just go home and get it. Or go home. Like, I just don't. All I know is I wouldn't want, actually, that establishment, I wouldn't want to go there because if they let her work there and she didn't have her hat on, or she's going to take it off just because she feels like it whenever she's at work and there's no manager there, I don't want no hair on my food. It's gross. And there's people there getting their food and just kind of trying to ignore her, say wait for their food. And they're thinking like, I don't know what's wrong with that girl, but I'm hungry. Hey, Bayou Gold. Hope you're doing well. Um, I don't know if I can get all of these done tonight. I'm gonna try. I do need to get off here, but I don't know. It's like I'm gonna get while the getting's good, because I can't even see that. I'm faking it. Almost looks like Space Invaders. Anybody remember that game? I would stay up until 4 in the morning playing that game on my sister's Atari. She'd be like, "You're not in bed yet?" Nope. I would visit her while she was in grad school. On my vacation from work. Watch me fade the pretty leaves. I think I'm kind of making them look like cactus. Cacti. I just would like to say that is it raining? It almost looks like it's raining. It's cloudy like it's raining. I really don't want to start at the bottom. Almost done. Hey, almost there. Again, this is the book. What's the name of it? The Time Garden by Darius Song. Ooh, is that thunder? Thunder. Well, if the live suddenly shuts off, that's because power went out. Generator still isn't working right, and they still have to bring another part, and they haven't brought it yet. So they couldn't. They said they couldn't set it to test every week because they need another part. I think a fan or something like that to go with the motor they put in. They haven't been back to do that, and when the power, that's another thing that happened. The power went out the other day, and it kind of, I don't know, went out for like a second, came back on, then went out again, then came back on. And I guess some other places around here had lost power like 2 hours earlier, and I guess they were working on it. So I guess that's why ours went out, because they were working on it. And ooh, this is running out. And yeah, the generator never kicked in. So I don't know what the deal is. If until they get that fan, if we have to actually manually turn it on if the power goes out, or what. But it's kind of annoying. That's meant to be fixed. But my battery backup worked. But I also found out I don't think this computer that I'm on now is connected to the battery backup. So that means I gotta crawl on the floor and start, muddling around with cords to make it so that this is, which annoys me, but it has to be done. Lord, give me strength, because that's a whole thing. Next desk I get needs to be a little more mobile, I think. Oh, I got some on this. Oh, there's one there. There's some here. Now we're gonna look for. Well, I can say I got my use out of this acrylic marker. So now, because I heard like Disney Plus acquired Hulu, and they're gonna basically dissolve Hulu. That's what they're planning on doing. I don't know what the deadline date is, but that's what they're gonna do. Like one day I went to log on to my Hulu and it said, "Welcome to Disney Plus." I'm like, I don't have Disney Plus, but I guess that at some point they had bought Disney Plus, so then that was the name of that tune. But now since they're going to get rid of Hulu, Once Hulu is gone, I'm not keeping Disney Plus. They make me mad. So, um, so I'm looking to see like anything that there is on Hulu that I want to watch. I'm watching it now, and then when that change happens, I'm getting rid of it. Getting rid of Disney Plus. And things are shifting around so much with streaming. Like I didn't even realize that HBO Max went back to the name HBO Max. It's like been 2 years. And I didn't even realize it, that because like I remember one day all of a sudden it says, "Oh no, it's no longer HBO Max, it's Max." Okay, so then I had to change like on my Fire Stick and on the Google thing. I had to change, what was on there from HBO Max to Max because I think they made me change my login or something. All this, so I did that, and now found out this week that it changed back to HBO Max at some point in there. I'm like, what the heck are you people doing? Like, they're all on crack. They're all on crack. Every last one of them. They're all on crack. So now I'm looking at that to see what's on there. What's on there? What am I watching? I'm in that whole reassessment mode now because it's like y'all. I'm getting sick of all of y'all, and I'm not sure. I gotta see what really is where that I want to see. Because one thing I can actually, this is the thing too, is that, and I don't know how this happened, but I forget how that happened because they've been changing stuff so much. It's like hard to keep track. I wound up with Hulu. I used to have HBO Max by itself, and somewhere in there, like when they changed to Max, or I don't know what happened. Um, I wound up getting it through Hulu, and so now those two are connected. And but now if Disney Plus is going to um get rid of Hulu, then where's my HBO Max going to be? And then maybe I should just add HBO Max, either get it separately or get it through my Prime Video account, which I also have a subscription to like some other like, movie services. Was it like Fandango and was my Criterion through there? I can't remember. A couple other ones through um Prime. Cause I gotta, I don't know. Because you can't really get it anywhere else unless you sign up for it separately, and then it's kind of nickel and dimed, I guess. I don't know. It's so confusing, but I got to look at all of those now and say, okay, what's going on here? What do I want? What don't I want? And whatever. It's just crazy. But if Disney Plus is gonna, I don't know, kind of dissolve or absorb Hulu, get rid of the Hulu name. There's a whole lot of stuff on Disney Plus that the reason I never got Disney because I don't watch anything on there. I'm not really a superhero movie person. Usually, any movie that's like a blockbuster that people say, yeah, I'm going the other direction. It's just like too many people down the grocery aisle. I'm gonna pick the one that has very few people in it because I'm ornery like that, or it's just my taste is, I don't know. I just can't. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of, it's crazy. The whole streaming thing is crazy. And then like, okay, like cable added all commercials everywhere. Streaming adding commercials everywhere. It's like what are we watching for? I'm like, shut the whole thing down. I'm gonna read books. You're getting really annoying. So I'm really gonna kind of I want to curate my streaming a little closer. Okay, now am I getting gold on me? No, I'm not getting gold on my hand. Hmm. I can't remember. So yeah, the other thing I'm trying to watch everything on HBO Max that I have in my list that I really want to watch to get ready for changing. And the one thing that I could see that I really had HBO Max for, well, I had it for Succession, and that's over. Um, I had it for that show that Zendaya was in, but I stopped watching it after that one guy in real life OD'd and died. I can't watch it anymore. It's just like what happened with me on Orange and the New Black. When Pusey died, I could not watch that show anymore. I couldn't. It broke my heart. So the same thing happened to me with the show that Zendaya is in. It's like I can't watch it anymore because that one guy he died. Um, so the only other thing was Pennyworth, and I think I may have watched all the episodes, but I can't even remember. So I was trying to go back and watch some of them to see, did I see them all? And then I'm wondering if that's another one of those series that I like where all of a sudden the story is not finished, but they decided to stop making it because it costs too much money or whatever, whatever. But I got to check on that and see. But they really are getting aggravating with all that. They truly are. So you know what? I'm gonna make these stars too, just because I'm lazy and I can't think of any other thing to color them. So I'm gonna make them gold or try to. So and then NBC, they're getting rid of NBC, whatever NBC, whatever the big corporation is. I can't remember what it's called. NBC something. They're getting rid of MSNBC, and so now they're going to be called. Well, I can't remember what the date is, but they're going to be called MS Now. That's a stupid name. And then Joe Scarborough dude, who like I haven't listened to since this present administration, and total coward. But anyway, you say, well, yeah, I think it's a really great idea, whatever. It's like, yeah, we believe everything you say. All I care about is where is Rachel Maddow going. That's the only thing I care about. And I hope she's getting ready to do her own thing because they don't deserve her. And I'm wondering if they're going to ask Joy Reid back. They don't deserve her either. But MS Now, it's like, okay. And then to the people that were on the panel for that when they were talking about it, didn't realize that they started out that the MS used to stand for Microsoft. I'm like, what? You don't know the history of the company that you work at? What's wrong with you? And we're trusting you with news. Sit down. Sorry, I got a lot of attitude today. Or may I always have a lot of attitude. It's just coming out right now, a little bit of it. But they need to sit down. It was so phony. The whole talk was just phony. It's like, oh brother. You have no choice. Okay, you can just say, well, we have no choice. We're just going to go there. We'll see what happens. Bye. That's another reason I wasn't. Oh. banking annoyed me. It's being, I can't be phony. I gotta tell you about yourself nicely, but I gotta tell you about yourself. When you get out of line, I gotta say so. And I can be very diplomatic about it, but I will tell you. Although one time I did totally just lose it on the phone with someone one time, but they understood why, and they knew that I would. That was not my character, so they knew something was wrong when I reacted like that. Like, okay, this person she's discussing really is a problem because she doesn't go like that. Okay, now I'm getting crazy. I'm gonna put gold everywhere. I shouldn't do that. That's why this pen is almost gone because they go crazy with it. Excuse me. Okay. Where else? Oh, we didn't do that pink. That needs to be pink. How much we got left of this? Although I moved it so you can't really see it. It's got to settle. Do, do, do. Well, this is kind of nice because I didn't even. Oh, didn't expect to work on this today. I need to do behind there, and I'm thinking red. Should I do it red? I kind of feel like I want to finish this, but I don't think that's possible. There's too many little things in here to do. But I can do this and see if I like it when I look at it again next time. I don't know if you're still here, Jill, but if you are, I'm gonna look anyway. If you have the what do you call it? That the child. I don't know what the thing is called. The page that Charlie was gonna make for you for your Jeopardy show. I'm gonna look and see if that's up. Um, yeah, I'm gonna look before I get off of here. If not, I'm just gonna share your channel because on Friday, not Friday, Saturday the 23rd, Saturday the 23rd, child, my brain. Yes, the 23rd on Saturday. Um, Jill's Comfort Zone is going to have a Family Feud game. Um, there's teams. The teams are already made and they're going to be playing, but we can watch in the audience. Um, she did a test run of it Saturday, and it was a lot of fun. Foxy Colorist happened to just show up, and she played, and she was really good. So she's actually going to be stand on standby in case somebody who on one of the teams can't show up that day. So everybody who's on these teams, everybody is really competitive, and so this is going to be a lot of fun to watch. I'm really looking forward to it. All great people on it. So I'm going to post Jill's channel. Let me see. Let me look now. Uh, oh, is Lucy Jean live? D-Stash sale Sunday 8/24. Okay, hold on one second. Because I don't remember. Which channel it's on? There it is. Family Feud, test run. Okay, let me go to the channel. Ooh, hot. I don't know why all of a sudden it seems like it's warmer in here. Posts. Yes, there it is. Okay. Can I actually link to this? That ain't working. Oop, go back. How do I share the channel? I'm going to share the post first so I don't forget. Sorry for my silence. I'm thinking. Okay. Can I do this? Will it let me do this? I don't know what happens when you repost. I don't know why that doesn't always seem to work for me. I don't know. I'm gonna try it both ways. I don't know how to do it with the link, but I can maybe repost. Okay, that worked. Okay, so I just posted it on my wall, and okay, I can post this link, share the link. I'm trying to get all this right. Okay. Here's the link to the scheduled live for Family Feud. Right, spell feud right. Hello. Oh my gosh, type Linda. Carrie's on one of the teams, which I was very pleasantly surprised on that. I was going to suggest you as a backup, and it's like, oh, she's on one of the teams. This is going to be fun. Okay, so that's where I'm going to be on Saturday, most definitely. So I think I'm finished for now. I need to get up and walk, and oh my gosh, 2 hours. That was way longer than I thought it was going to be on here. But anyway, get to keep Bubbles company while she's at work. Help her hide from the crazy people somehow. So thank you for joining me with my goofy self. And y'all have a good night. And thank you for the replays. Y'all have a good rest of your day, whatever time of day you watch this. And take care, everybody. Bye bye.